Man, and put that guitar down, man. You think you playing rock band or something? Now sit down so I can pray. Father God, I thank you for all of this beautiful food. My beautiful wife with her big, fat, voluptuous hold on. Who knocking at the door, man? Oh my God. Yo, Idris Elba. Hey, man, what the hell, man? I did not know you was coming to my house, man. Wait a minute. What, you got beef with me? Yo, hold on. You got 2 gold-plated guns? Oh, this man moving like James Bond Goldeneye right now. Listen, man, you need to leave my family alone, man. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Not my wife, not my son. Your beef with me, man. Listen, so we just gonna go outside. Me and you, we gonna have a little talk. You know what I'm saying? And right then we realized that this beef was deeper than some quarrel. That it actually had a lot to do with his family. Y'all don't know why yet, but you will figure it out sooner or later. This is a story about revenge, a story about determination, a story involving an actor that was on top of the world. And we see what happens historically when you're famous, black, and messing with them white folks. This is The Harder They Fall. Salinas, Texas, sometime later. You're probably wondering what we're doing here. Who these 2 individuals were that killed this little boy's dad and his mom, and why did he put a cross in this dude's forehead? Well, we're gonna get to that, one step at a time. But first, this is the Scorpion, somebody that is wanted, had a big bounty of $5,000, which is a lot of money in the 1800s, by the way. I don't know if y'all understand just how much money that is, but if you remember and recall in my Django video, I told you that 12,000 was the equivalent of $500,000. So 5,000 is just about $200,000 to $250,000. So you're probably thinking to yourself that this guy right here, our main character, Nat Love, is here to kill this guy and collect his bounty. But you'd be wrong. He's actually here because this is the guy that was holding him when he was a kid and his dad and his mom got murdered right in front of him. Bro gonna try to become a reverend. Boy, if you don't, hey, turn this dude body in, man, you can get 5 bands. Why don't you just turn it in? Man, I'm worth 10 bands, man. Motherfucker talking about why don't I just turn it in, man? I wish life was that easy. Yo, hold up. That's 3 times. Hold, that's 3.5. Yo, who was these dudes on these horses? Yo, is this some sort of version of the Ku Klux Klan? Like, what is this? All right, just kidding. Obviously, they have nothing to do with the KKK. However, they be getting that paper all day. 25 bands to be exact. These are like, stagecoach robbers. They're like a gang of people that go and run around and rob others. Now, the Nat Love gang, they have become infamous for robbing robbers. Yo, hold up. That came from Power? Now, these 2 characters right here is Quick Draw Jim and Bill Pickett. The GOATs. Yo, I know that this dude is not trying to grab no gun out of his boot. You thought we ain't see you reaching, cuz? Yo, Sean, put that motherfucking gun down, Sean. Think this a game, Sean? A game? Man, you know whose money you just robbed, cuz? We ain't get that from no bank. Yo, Sean, who did y'all get this money from there, Sean? Oh, you gonna find out. Now, the homie Nat is fresh off catching a body. Bro did the Scorpion dirty, and he decided he needed a little swig of some good drink and also a badass beautiful black woman, my fault. So he decided to go to Mary's Saloon. And this is where we meet Cuffy, one of the baddest studs in the game. Shorty out here moving like Dej Loaf, I ain't gonna lie. Let a nigga try me. I'ma catch a whole motherfucking body. And I ain't playing with nobody. And she definitely ain't, cause why did she just punch him in his ish like this? She hit him with a crazy right. Shorty had the brass knuckles on and all that. Now you're probably wondering, who is this woman singing on stage and why is she bad as hell? This is Stagecoach Mary. You know, Jonathan Majors only interacts with white women and light skins, but that's besides the point. Mary's still black and beautiful. I love beautiful black women. It's all I do love. That's why every time I make a video, I tell them all to follow me on my Instagram. It's in my pinned comment in the description. I know that y'all are probably like, yo, Sin, why are you always talking about beautiful black women in your videos? And I'm gonna be honest with you. 1, I love them, but 2, I really just want y'all to follow me on Instagram. And it's not even just the women, dudes too. I just want all of y'all to follow me on my socials. You know, like I got a selfish plug it and my Discord too. Like I got a lit Discord. We be in there chilling all the time. It's in the pinned comment in the description too. Like make sure y'all join that. You know what I'm saying? After you done watching the video, don't click off my video though. Cause I'll really do that to you. All right, my fault. Anyways, Mary is not trying to hear this. Sharif, soon as he got to talking that sweet nothingness to her, she clocked him right in his shit. So he goes upstairs to go talk to her and tells her that he found a scorpion and that everything was all good because his main enemy, Rufus Buck, played by Idris Elba, is locked away forever. So none of it really matters. I can live here in peace with you now and knock them ankles loose, baby. Is what I would like to say, but then we get rudely interrupted by the homie Bill. See, you remember earlier with the Red Crimson gang when they got robbed and the one guy told him he had some information to tell him about the money they stole? Well, we find out that Rufus Buck is said to be released. He got pardoned. See, there was some certain individuals that had been stealing from the government. And, once they found out, they sent Rufus's gang to go exterminate them. And they did. And because they did, they got my homie Rufus a presidential pardon for all of his crimes. Okay, I don't know if it was a presidential pardon, but he got pardoned for his crimes. That's all y'all need to know, and that's very important because now Rufus Buck is not locked up anymore, and Nat has to handle business. Now, typically this wouldn't be an issue, except for the fact that Nat remembered that he murdered his father and mother in front of him and carved a giant cross in his forehead. Got bro looking like Bullseye from Daredevil, except for instead of it being a bullseye, it's a cross. And well, anyways, Rufus's gang have now got this pardon, and they're going to collect their prize. This is Rufus's gang. This is Trudy, played by Regina King Fine, and this is Cherokee Bill, said to be the other quickest draw in the West. So naturally, him and Jim are going to have to cross paths at some point, but not right now. Just wait on it. Foreshadowing. Anyways, Trudy and Cherokee Bill decide that they're going to go infiltrate this train that Rufus is on. So she parks her horse right in front of the train tracks, which is kind of crazy because what if the brakes gave out? Dude, it got turned into mush. Bro, let me tell you how cold Cherokee Bill is, bro. He goes in there and obviously somebody's on the train trying to be a hero. So we throw the fisticuffs with him and oh my God. Bro, he sliced every bit of his leg up with a switchblade. Oh my God. They then go to the back of the train and yo, hold on real quick. Yo, I know that this little ass boy not pointing no gun at them. Why did they let this little ass kid be a soldier anyway? Bro, they let anybody put a uniform on back then. I'm just saying. I don't even think that he would have passed basic training nowadays. Now, at this point, things get hectic because not only do they have one of their soldiers hostage, but they're willing to smoke his ass. So the officiant of the law has no other choice but to let him in. And then he realizes he's screwed because General George Pierce, I ain't gonna lie, can't remember his name. Anyways, I told y'all what happened. This dude been stealing from the government. So they said, look, you go smoke his ass and we gonna let this big bald-headed go. And that's exactly what happens. Oh my God. Idris Elba. Or should I say Idris Elbow because the top of his head looks like an elbow. Bro, I didn't realize how big Idris Elba was. Like, bro, he actually kind of big. Like, what the hell? Anyways, after smoking this officiant that they promised to smoke, he asked if anybody knows how to drive a train. And guess who does? Lil bro. And just like that, Rufus tells him to kill everybody else on the train except him. Look how cold he is just walking through all the gun smoke. Oh my God. Now back at my saloon, we see that my man, Quick Draw Jim, is doing exactly that. He's quick drawing all that damn money out of his pocket. Bro is making it rain on some shorties in the 1800s. He might be the first ever black man to flex on them hoes. Anyways, everybody's chilling and here comes Johnny. But really it's Bass Reeves, played by Delroy Lindo. And he is an officer of the law coming to go get Nat. Now y'all are probably wondering, like, how did he know my homie Nat was here? Also, why is he here? And also, how did he get away with taking him without anything happening to him? Well, that's because he has two guns. One pointed at this dude Nat and one pointed at them. And I really don't think they want any of that because yeah, they can outnumber him, but then Nat dies. And you'd probably be right to ask those questions because this is clearly scripted. You know, like one of those fake YouTube videos where the guy pretends to feed the homeless and then he records it. Now, in the meantime of them doing this fake, oh, I'm gonna arrest you, so they can be alone and go after Rufus Buck without getting his gang in trouble. Rufus is in Redwood, going to go get his town back from a guy that used to be his friend. But really, he's the one that got him caught up in the first place. And Rufus knows this, but he tries to let this dude live, spare him. Now, you're probably wondering how he's going to get his city back from this guy that I'm talking about. Yo, real quick. Not too long ago, I did a post on this channel and I asked y'all what video you wanted to see most. And oh my God, everybody was like, Candyman, send Candyman. So I made a Candyman vid. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it was over on the horror channel because obviously I'm gonna post a video, a horror movie on my horror channel. So make sure you hit this eye right here or go on the pinned comment in the description and go watch that movie. Video about that movie. But after this one's over though, don't click off of this one or I'm gonna smack you upside the head. All right guys, bye. And if you said he was going to pistol whip him in the middle of everybody and knock the gold teeth out of his mouth, you'd be right. Because that's exactly what happens. Bro knew he was a bitch. He was upstairs giving himself a pep talk, planning out how he was going to speak to him. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Sounded cool. Better be out of my town before I finish this steak. And now you need a cold steak to put on your swollen face from getting pistol whipped 18 times. God damn, knocked the golds out his mouth and told a little boy to pick it up. Talking about he rich now. Go get these to your mama, boy. Y'all rich. Damn. That is a tragedy. And by tragedy, I mean it's actually probably pretty good because that little boy is probably poor. Anyways, Nat's gang pulls up on him and they realize exactly what they're doing in this moment. And they're not going for that shit. And I don't blame them. especially if I was married, somebody that was in love with Nat. You're not about to drive off into the sunset with you about to go commit a crime with a cop? Look, what you, Denzel and Training Day? Anyways, they don't want to abandon him, and I get it. So Mary pulled up on him, wearing a big ass top hat like she's Abraham Lincoln. What are y'all waiting around for? You think destiny coming to you? Come on and get on your horse. We're about to go take this dude down. Damn, sure you talking about we about to go take this dude down? Like, I want her to take me down, you feel me? And just like that, they were on the way. Now here comes big bad Rufus in Redwood, trying to levy a tax, telling the people that are in this town that if they don't comply with the tax, that everything that they love will be sold to the highest bidder. And look at this dude named James, trying to stand up for himself in his town. And all those harsh words about Rufus being a criminal and going back to prison. Until that mouse tool got pulled out. Please, I got a family. Hey, what's your name? James? And just like that, rest in peace, James. Oh my God. Why did he lay him out like that? Now they talking about they can't get 50,000 for no tax. They probably can scrape together, I don't know, maybe 10, 15, which is still a lot of money. It's like $500,000, by the way, just saying. But that don't matter to Rufus. He needs that. I can't believe Rufus has been back in this town for all of, 15 to 30 minutes and he's already smoked the dude, broad daylight in front of everyone. And by I can't believe that, I mean, I absolutely can believe that he's crazy. And his head looks like an elbow. Or out here moving around like Luke Cage. All right, my fault. Now, Nat and the gang, they're having a swell time at this campfire, talking about all of the awesome things that they do together and how joyous it is being a family. And really what's happening is they're making fun of Cuffy, but that's besides the point. Here come Nat and Mary. Nat and Mary sitting in the tree. Fucking. First comes Hump, then comes marriage, then comes 18 babies in the carriage. My man, Nat is a heavy comer. All right, my fault. That was crazy. So Mary has a plan, and she ends up going to Redwood to talk to Rufus. Give him a proposition about running the saloon in this town, because everybody knows Stagecoach Mary. It'll bring a lot of business, make a lot of money. I don't know why she thought this was going to work, because clearly they're going to just kidnap her and beat her to hell. But I mean, at least she tried. Now, the next morning, she's in a holding cell getting her ass beat again. And Trudy's trying to explain to her that, hey, you got to do better. I had a sister that was just like you, strong-willed, light-skinned, bad as shit, being Childish Gambino's baby mom in Atlanta. She tells a story about her sister. She used to have, a bunch of issues, and because of that, she got picked on. But one day, someone picked on her sister, made her fall down some steps, and she broke her ankle. That was the last straw for Trudy. She slit this girl's throat, as she should. Her dad came home and beat her ass for not protecting her sister, but she literally protected her sister. So he sent her away to her grandparents. Probably the best and worst thing that could have possibly happened. Sent her ass away and she found Rufus Buck. I have no idea what was the point of her telling her this story. I guess trying to get her to give some information up, but clearly she's not doing that. Anyways, Nat and the gang pull up and they're trying to go get married because she ain't been back in over a day, so clearly she's in trouble. And he got to talking spicy to Trudy. Man, put that gun down, man. You can get smoked before you pull the trigger. Yeah, I guess. But you're also gonna die, Nat. But you look like a gnat. Like a microscopic one, though. Like, I zoom real in on that motherfucker. You feel me? You're ugly. That's what I'm saying. Like, stop playing with me, cuz. I'm ugly. Have you seen yourself? Your face rankly. Somebody needs to hit it with an iron. Now, Jim runs into Cherokee Bill, and I thought they was gonna get it on and popping right here. But that is not what happened. Bro gave him a whole speech about quick draws, bro, and bro just went in the saloon to get drinks. Kind of crazy. I mean, he told him what it is. It's not about who's quickest. It's about who's dead and who's alive. And right now, I feel like my man Nat is about to be dead. Cause my God, why is he punching on him like this? Bro, they beat his ass. Talking about, did they beat you bad, Mary? Cause bitch, they beat me bad. I'm gonna kill all these hoes. I swear to God. Grand Theft Auto on Minecraft, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get caught up. I'm already worth 10 bands. But you know what I'm saying? Now, while he's all tied up, body glistening like he came out of the top shelf of a Krispy Kreme restaurant. Hey, yo, here comes Rufus. Man, I knew I was gonna see your ass soon. As soon as I got out, I said, man, that dude, I done put a damn cross on his forehead gonna come see me. And I know he mad. Bro got a damn cross scar on his forehead because I was bored with a switchblade one time. Bro, why is Rufus in here trying to give my man Nat a pep talk right now? Nobody is trying to hear that, Sharif. Anyways, they're having a discussion and he tells them that 25 bands he stole, he needs it back by Friday or, he's gonna murder his girl. Bro, he even gave him the switchblade he put the damn carving in his head with. Dude is sick. So they go back and they make a plan, and they basically are gonna go rob a bank. So they get Cuffy to dress up like a girl, you know, like a girly girl, so they can be a couple. And I'm not gonna lie, I never thought I'd see her dressed like this. I mean, it's just like a red skirt thing, it's just the bottom, but you know what I'm saying? Now they pop up in this bank, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, this part had me weak. I mean, completely fried. First off, the woman behind the counter is laughing at Cuffy's face, talking about, we can't possibly have a bank account here. So what happens? Shorty pulls the Mouska tool out. I mean, she struggled with it for about 30 seconds before getting it out of her fat ass dress, but it don't matter. When she pulled the strap on Shorty, my man Nat pulled 2 out. So anybody, if they even breathe wrong, I'ma shoot your ass. Yo, look at this dude right here trying to be a hero, man. My man Nat was talking to him crazy. Man, I see your hand shaking, cuz. I know you scared. Man, put that shit down, bro. If you scared, go to church, cuz. And just like that, they got the money. And the dude Wiley that was running the town, he pulled up with a whole bunch of guns, explosives, all types of shit. Oh, you know it's about to get wicked. Now, at this point, Bass rolls up in the Redwood. And he tells them, look, man, we got a little agreement, and we're gonna have to follow through on it. As he explodes a horse and buggy. Thank God there was no horse there, because that would have been an animal endangerment, and I would have had to call PETA. But they're not playing with these niggas, bro. Clearly not. And it's so much so that Rufus had to tell Cherokee Bill to chill. One wrong move, niggas would have got smoked, and they wouldn't have got their bread. Imagine having to face casualties, and you don't get $25,000 and $1,800. I'd be pissed too. That's a little over $1 million. That's a lot of paper. Anyways, Cherokee pull up to get his bread, but he tells him straight up, no Mary, no deal. So they bring Mary out, because you know they need that paper. I'm just saying. Now at this point, I ain't gonna lie. Cherokee Bill pulled the gun on this dude Nat. Really put it to swiggity swammy dude to his back. Bro, you should have known that it was gonna be some bullshit. But don't worry, because my homie Jim right behind him too. He ain't letting nothing go down. He tell him straight up, man, bro, all you gotta do, man, is just get on your horse and go back to where you came from, man. I don't even want to do this game. Yo, Sean, all that, Sean. Count down from 5, Sean. 5, 4. As soon as my man got the 3, boom, blew his ass. Yo, look at that face. He is hot right now. So Jim is hot at this point, bro. He get the blick and shit. I ain't gonna lie. And now because they played games, they blew the money up. The one thing that Rufus needed more than anything else. It's all coming down, crumbling right in front of his eyes. He should have thought about that before he was big, black, and bald. All right, my fault. That was some hate shit. Anyways, all you need to know is that at this point, it's on and popping. Look at Mary. She not playing. She using the body as a human shield like on some Django shit. Yo, her and Trudy was out of bullets. You know they got to finish this. Oh, I hate you. Now, my man Nat, he riding around on a horse going crazy, dual wielding the Kimbo style. Oh my God, why he shoot him in the neck? Okay, Mary and Nat, they back to back with it. So Mary's saying Trudy hers at this point, so she follow her in the back. Trudy try to run into this little stable. You know what time it is, bitch? About to get busy in here. 2 fine shits going back to back. That's what I need, boy. I need to find me 2 girls that's together that just want a third dude. You feel me? Okay, hold on. They getting busy right now. Y'all never seen somebody fight with a rifle like this, like it's a sword or something. Damn, even that going crazy. Damn, I know he did not just throw that knife at that dude's forehead like that. Bro, he got the red bandana on his neck. Hold on, he blood gang? So whoop. So Trudy and Mary are getting into it. I ain't gonna lie, at this point, they are beating the shit out of each other. Jesus, twice. Me personally, I would never let that happen. And by let that happen, I mean, obviously I wouldn't, because I'm a man. I wouldn't even be fighting a woman. But if I was a woman, I would not let her violate me like Mary's doing. Oh my God. Never mind, I take it back. Trudy done smacked her in the head with a beer bottle. Damn, okay. Now Mary getting the cooker ass. So she almost killed her with a horseshoe. Hold up, bitch. Ironic that she got lucky, but there was a horseshoe involved. Anyways, Mary and Trudy are going back and forth, but you know what time it is. Oh my God. Smacked her dead in her face with the butt of the rifle. Yo, Mary started screaming at this bitch like she seen a ghost. And right when I thought nothing else could go wrong, my man Nat got shot. Thank God it was just a shoulder wound though. He'll be all right. Yo, why is Wiley walking around throwing random sticks of TNT? Like, what is he doing right now? So this dude Rufus come walking downstairs, and Wiley got a gun, but why are you not shooting him? Shoot this nigga, bro. Maybe he really liked this dude Rufus though. I ain't gonna lie, cause I wouldn't have put my gun down, and I definitely wouldn't have let him got the ups on me like that. That's what happened. And Wiley's dead. They done killed Jim. They done killed Wiley. I mean, they out here just killing whoever. Anyways, as soon as the Red Crimson Hood, whatever gang, I'm tired of these dudes, I ain't gonna lie. As soon as they ran out of bullets, Snack got to going crazy. Him and Bass going back to back. Fa. Sheesh, yo, look how he smoked the last dude and did that reverse backwards walk. This nigga think he smooth, bro? Think you Michael Jackson or something? Damn. Damn, Jim. I can't believe they smoked you like that. Anyways, Cuffy and Bill been walking around trying to figure out what's going on. And he realized that he got saved from his lucky, oh my God, Cherokee Bill smoked his ass. I just realized that Bill killed Bill. It's kind of sick if you think about it. Anyways, Cuffy got a revenge. Proved to him that he wasn't as fast as my homie Jim. As soon as they were about to draw, she smoked his ass. Oh my God. Look at that major artery in his neck bleeding. And now all that's left is for my homie Nat to confront Rufus. Oh, I've been waiting on this moment the entire movie. No, I'm about to do that to you, boy. But this dude Rufus in there, he just sitting down looking all sad and mundane. Stupid hat on. Man, pick your guns up, cuz. Hey, your father, man, was he a good man? Yeah, he was a good man, man. My mother was a good woman. But you cut him down. Seems we had different upbringing. Yeah, I guess you was born in Gotham. You sound like Batman, cuz. I see my dad beat my mom just because she overcooked his food sometimes. My dad was an alcoholic. One day, he just up and left me and my mom by herself. I searched for him for years and years. Never could find him until one day, did find him. I smoked his ass. Look at him. And here with a new family. Man, the guy had a church, pretty little wife, and he had a son at the age of 10 years old. Eyes blaze just like mine, man. Are you lying, cuz? Man, stop playing with me, cuz. Killing our father. Man, my father, my mother. Wasn't enough. Letting you live, that was the true revenge. Had to make you a sinner. Every bank you robbed, every person you killed, it was everything that he was running away from. Change your name to Love. You a buck, motherfucker. Just like me. But you gonna be better. You gonna surpass even me, cause I couldn't kill my brother. And here you are about to kill yours. Now go on now. Nathaniel Buck. Take your revenge. Man, hell no, guys. Take your goddamn revenge. You a buck. Nathaniel Buck. Goddamn, cuz. You gonna blow that motherfucking tool on me like that. And just like that, Nat unloaded the motherfucking ratchet on him. Multiple times till it was clicking. Motherfucking gun started clicking like that one Adam Sandler movie. He smoked Buck. He even dressed him up real nice. Closed his eyes for him. Damn, tragic. And just like that, him and Mary, they drove off into the sunset. And by drive, I mean they was on horses because it was the 1800s. But that's besides the point. Damn, the harder they fall.